Jesus says, "My heart is very heavy." There's so much suffering in the world right now. January 2nd, 2023. Words from Jesus through Sister Clare, spoken by Jackie. Clare began, "The Lord bless and prosper you and your souls, dear Heartdwellers." Thank you, Jesus, for the wonderful blessings and the protection you surround us with every moment of every day. Please help us to correspond to them and use them to the fullest. I am nudging you towards your music, not only because of how it will minister, but also to lift your spirits and give you strength. All of you, my faithful ones, all of you have gifts I've given you to use. Even as the song says, Christ has no body here on earth except your hands, your gifts, and talents to encourage others. It is important that each one of you cultivate your gifts, as well as participating in community projects. It is a beautiful thing for me to see when you all band together and do what needs to be done. It is an example of your selflessness to the world, and I will surely reward you for it. Always make haste when the time is dark. Always stay busy with what you know I've appointed you to be busy with. It is in this diligence with prayer and works of mercy that I find much consolation. Today was a good example of that. As you reached out to help one another, I found joy in each of you. Dear ones, there is very little each day that brings me joy on this earth. So when you do things for one another, I'm greatly edified. I in turn will do more for you. I want you to know that your prayers and sufferings for President Trump are hitting the mark and changing history. Please do not stop. Lord, I'm carrying him in my heart. I have an extremely hard time forming a thought prayer in my mind. It is just something in my heart that I'm carrying. Does that count as prayer? It does, especially when the burden is great and the whole world is in there with him. So I'm praying for him and for the whole world just by carrying it in my heart as an ache, constantly aware of it. There are innumerable ways in which things are brought forward to the Father and presented to Him in your hearts. All ways are acceptable, but especially the pain in one's heart. That is what is happening in Ezekiel's body right now, and it is very rough. Lord, why am I feeling that you are distant right now? There is so much suffering going on in the world right now, Clare, so very much, and how can I keep it from you? I cannot. Just unite yourself to me in your sufferings, and we will be closer. Remember, I told you I miss nothing when you or any other soul is suffering. I feel it deeply, over and over again, throughout the whole world. Sometimes, my dove, there are no words, and this is such a time. That is why you cannot form words in prayer. You just feel so very heavy inside. You are still praying, but it is more of an intimate form of prayer, a sigh of suffering, nothing specific, just everything, painful and disordered. That is why I want you to work on music. This is a very hard place to be, and I do not want you staying here. I was quiet for a moment, thinking about what he was saying, and then I saw him in the spirit, putting his hands on my hands. I am with you, child. You are doing what you can, given the circumstances. Thank you. And that was the end of his message. So keep up the prayers, dear ones. They are really working. And the minister has suggested we abstain from delightful food to back up our prayers for the president and this nation. The Lord bless you, dear ones, and thank you for your prayers for our community. We appreciate it more than you know.